So it was actually my first renting experience, but the Elaine Jones team helped me find listings within my area. So I wasn't too sure where I wanted to be. So they were super helpful in giving me listings in Mississauga, Milton, Georgetown, where I grew up, and so on. It was a very stressful experience, to say the least. Elaine was super comforting, super professional, and really helped me get through it every step of the way. So my apartment is everything I thought I would have in my 30s. I am currently in my early 20s. I have ceiling to floor windows. Everything is super modern. Everything everyone tells you won't have when you're fresh out of university. You know, I thought I would be eating ramen noodles and having like dim lighting, but it is the perfect place for me. So being a self-employed person and a 23-year-old, it's not easy trying to find landlords that are going to approve you. Elaine really advocated for me as a young professional and a first-time renter. She really stuck her neck out on the line for me several times, which truly made me feel comfortable, you know, trusting her and her team was such an important experience. It was difficult because a lot of people were concerned about, you know, self-employment, income, and, you know, a young renter, what's that going to be like? A lot of landlords wanted like 5 months rent up front, and that's a lot to digest as, you know, a first-time renter. But Elaine made sure that, you know, my rights were advocated for, my needs were advocated for, and was very helpful with making sure that I understood each step of the process. And she helped me do everything from writing personal letters to landlords to make sure they knew the quality of renter that I would be. And she was available around the clock. So even if I was, you know, online and I found a cool listing, I could send it to her first thing in the morning, and by the afternoon we'd have a showing set up. So it was very, very helpful. Working with Elaine truly feels like working with someone that has your best interest at heart. There was never a moment where I doubted her opinion. If she told me that, you know, this place isn't that great, but let's look over here, and would never doubt it for a second. To me, magic is making the impossible, what feels impossible, happen. And that's exactly what Elaine does. I remember walking into the apartment that I'm in now, and it was like my heart skipped a beat, right? And I was with Elaine and my mom, and as soon as we walked in the door, we all kind of took a gasp. We had a gasp, and we're like, this is the place. And to get me in here wasn't easy. It took a lot of work on Elaine's part, a lot of negotiation, and a lot of understanding, you know, what I needed and what the landlord needed, and finding a happy medium between the two. And she negotiated for me for days. And that's something that I don't think anybody else would do, right? It was a truly magical experience because there was moments where I thought, you know what, that's it. We don't have a shot. Let's just move on. And she persisted. And I think it's just not only who Elaine is as a person, but the team that she has built. They truly want people to have what they need. And I think that's what magic is when you're working with Elaine, is that when you feel something inside of you that this is my home, they'll make it happen.